Well, you went uptown riding in your limousine in your fine Park Avenue clothes. You had the Dom Perignon in your hand and a spoon up your nose. And when you wake up in the morning with your head on fire and your eyes too bloody to see, go cry in your coffee, but don't come bitching to me. You had to be a big shot, did you? Had to open up your mouth. You had to be a big shot, did you? All your friends were so knocked out. You had to have the last word last night. Know what everything's about. Oh, you had to have a white hot spotlight. You had to be a big shot last night. Whoa. Oh, 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 oh. Billy Joel. That was it. That's all it was. There's nowhere to end that song and just kind of fade off because it's like jamming the whole time. But think about that. You had the Dom Perignon in your hand and the spoon up your nose. Now, guys, listen up. Oh, it's Friday. Hey, it's Friday on the 75150 channel. Oh, that's great. You guys are here and stuff, but I want to make something clear. We are not going to become these idiots that ran the show when we become the ones in the upper part of the economic echelon. We're going to be better than that. Spoon up your nose. Good grief. I just realized that. I've listened to that song for years. It was a big shot by Billy Joel. And I never even thought, how that could translate into, like the big 80s, big corruption and all that stuff. I ain't trying to do that, man. We're going to be living good lives. You're going to be living peaceful lives. You're going to be living lives of quiet philanthropy. All right? But we're not going to put a lot of limits on ourselves because we put all the limits on ourselves now. Did you guys see the monkey shines in the market today? Now, I didn't look. I'm not crazy. All right? There were losses in the month of May. And that jobs report we had today was based on the activity in the month of May. They said that we actually put on, and this is the United States, nowhere else, they said that we actually put on 2.5 million jobs. We added 2.5 million jobs, or was it revised from that? Was it supposed to be 7.5 million down, and it was only 5 million? Who knows? It's such a bunch of bunk. The Department of Labor, statistics, and all this crap, man, it has just been doctored and messed with and manipulated for years. I know I sound fiery and preachy, because I'm going to tell you something. I was telling you I follow the markets and try to read the markets, and I try to listen to news and follow the trends. Nobody's telling the truth anymore. Even the money's not telling the truth, or the currency, as it were, because they're not telling us how much is being spent by actual investors in the stock market and how much is actually being spent by the banks, who are not investors, by the way. They're banks. But if they're taking the money that the Fed's giving them and they're supposed to be sending it out to the people to be borrowed and lent and spent, and they're using it to buy stocks instead, then that's just dirty. It's not investing. It's crap because they're getting money from us. When the Fed says they're going to print money and give us money for certain things or stimulus or what have you, or have a spending bill or increase spending or military spending and all that, you know what that means? That means that they're going to be drawing money from the citizens. But wait a minute. Silver 5150, you say they can't squeeze blood from a turnip because they already took all the money from us. Yes, guys, but you're not thinking forward. You know me, I'm a futurist. And God, as much of a futurist as I am, the governments and the central banks, they're much bigger futurists than I am. And I can tell you why. Because they are spending money from the future. That's right. We probably have spent our way, like 100 years from now, we've probably spent every penny that's going to come through this country in 100 years because we are borrowing from the future. And that's what they're doing. All right, that was my intro. It's preachy and fiery. But the markets are just irritating the crap out of me because the thing is, precious metals at the very end, at the very least, they should have held their own. But they really got taken out to the woodshed today. So I hope you guys were able to take advantage of some of the prices that are out there. And this weekend, too. I don't even know what I closed at today. I said 1777. I'll find out after the show. Because I use my phone to do the show. And I use my phone to check the markets. Because it is this. The Silver 5150 channel is the lowest budget channel on YouTube. Just keep that in mind. All right? I got to do my own music. I got to do my own percussion. I got to do my own filming. I got to do my own content. I got to bring my own precious metals out here. I'm telling you, it is a shoestring establishment. It really is. I got one employee, and if he gets on my nerves, I'm going to let him go. All right. Ooh, serial number on that. All right, guys, it is Friday, and I was thinking about what I was going to do today. I'm not going to talk about economic stuff today because it's just such a scrambled mess. That's my word this week, scrambled. So I put together a cute little story about future mishaps of the Secret Sylvan Sacking Society. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it. I tried to put it together with half a brain because I didn't sleep very well last night. But you know what? It's Friday. It doesn't matter. Whatever happens on Friday stays on Friday. Tomorrow it won't matter. So I'm just going to go ahead and let it rip and see how you guys respond to it or not respond to it. I'm losing subscribers, so I think I know which way this is heading, but that's okay. Because I don't get sponsors. I don't really care. If everybody ends up leaving, I understand, and I'll just go do something else. But for now, I'm having fun. So, all right, here we go. We're going to use some of our subscribers for this, and if I offend anyone by gender flipping them accidentally, I don't know you guys' voices. I only know what I see in your names, and I suspect that I know who's a guy and who's a girl, but I might be off a little bit. So if I accidentally gender flip you, please forgive me. Just let me have it in the comments below and let me know what you think. I'm a guy. Oh, sorry, man. Sorry. All right. So this is after the secret this is after the Stackers World Party Tour. You guys, if you remember that show from 3 weeks ago, Stackers World Party Tour is when we got back into the real world after having a vaccine, and everybody was starting to feel good about living again and doing stuff again. Real quick, we have the Agar Horaeus 1 ounce bar. It's going to be part of our bar hopping tonight. I'm sorry, 1 ounce, 2 gram bar. That's going to be part of our bar hopping tonight. I wish they were 1 ounce bars. All my 1 ounce bars are gone. I turned them into silver. But yeah, and this is a very cool bar, still numbered and stuff, and it's for commemorative Apollo 11 stuff. Okay, on to our cute little story. This is in the year middle 2023. This is after the World Party in May, and so as you can see, some of us are still on the party train. All right, so this was in July, and it was Sunday. In 4 nines, she was tired. The North Sea Jazz Festival had always been on the bucket list, with the third day being the best day to attend the North Sea Jazz Festival. But with the latest uptick in precious metals, $2,100 silver made attending the entire weekend quite affordable. "Oh man," she said, "that was such a great time, but it's going to be really nice to get some rest on the flight home." The Beluga-class SSTs that have been in service for over a year now, and if one had the means, an Executive Express sleeper cabin was the way to go. "Yep, I'll start packing tonight, and that way I could just..." And right as she was thinking that, the phone rings, interrupts over the headset. Then a quick glance at the screen reveals a picture of me, 5150, looking a little haggard, the reckless wanderer of the Silver Society. "Yo, 4 nines, how was the festival?" "Excellent," she said, "and I'm completely wiped out, so don't try to drag me on one of your misadventures." "Oh, come on, don't be like that. Don't be like that." "Wait a minute, how'd you know I was calling you for that?" "Oh, I know you. You call, we show up, there's drunken revelry, next thing you know, everyone's hungover and up to their neck in pancakes." Hey, I take offense to that. They're very good pancakes. So good, in fact, that Creo has them on his food coaches. Now, guy, real quick, a quick aside. This is another imagined business. I got like 9 of them for the future we're going to get into. And it turns out that Creo, during the crisis, had created a way to feed kids very inexpensively and very cheaply in bad neighborhoods using silver Century Security to get meals to kids and stuff, and it turned out to be a big hit, created a grassroots movement, and he ended up getting crazy donations from everywhere, and the business started exploding as the economy started turning around, and so now it's a pretty big enterprise. All right, so my pancakes were good enough to get on Creo's food coaches, right? Okay, so 4 nines like, "Yeah, I know, they're great pancakes. How many cities is he in now anyway?" And I'm like, 71, and he dominates in 60 of those cities. She's like, "Well, good for him. Who knew that feeding kids during the crisis for free would become such a cult following?" "Yeah, who knew? But Creo needs our help." And she's all, "He needs our help doing what?" "A chili cook-off." "A chili cook-off? I'm not really..." A Thai chili cook-off in Phuket." "Wow, okay." "Yeah, he needs us there to see if there's a chili worth putting on his menu. Tower of Power will be there too." "Seriously?" "Seriously." "Well, I wouldn't be able to join you if I wanted to. I've already got the tickets, don't worry about it. It's already been taken care of. We've upgraded you to a charter with JSS, but you need to leave in 2 hours." 2 hours. "Fine, I'm sleeping on the plane." Yeah, well, good luck with that, because the Slayers will be there with the kids." Okay then. Thanks. See you there." Click up. So, now she's on the plane, and there's some other people on the plane, and there are kids on the plane. They're running around a little bit, playing and having a good time. And it's, it's a Gulfstream 750, standard fare for JSS to get, small groups of people at, better than supersonic speeds to places around the globe. It helps if you know people, like Florida Stacker, right? Anyway, so they're on the plane and everything, and now the grown-ups, they're talking during the trip. And Mr. Silver Slayer asks 4 Nines and says, "Oh, I think I know you, so you're a judge too? I've never been a cook-off judge, but it seems like it'd be a lot of fun." And 4 Nines like, "Judges? I thought we were just going to taste." And Slayer's like, "No, as far as I know, it's going to be you, me, 5150, Baby Duck, and Brodor. We're all going to be judges. And I think actually Brodor's here on business as well." "Yep, the Silver Sentry never rests, does he? You guys want anything from the bar? I'm going to grab something else," 4 Nines says. "Still good over here, but thanks." A while later, okay, wait a minute. So that was a bar. So that was going to be the first bar right there. So that was the bar on the plane, all right? You guys got to keep up with this because I'm having a hard time keeping up with this too. Where are we going with this? Who knows? Okay, sorry. So she goes to the bar to get another drink. I'm assuming, I got the gender right. And so now we're heading into Thailand. And we land at the Hat Yai airport, okay? And that's not it, though. You get to Hat Yai airport, and you actually got to take a bus to get to a cruise ship. All right, and it's actually not a bus. It turns out Silver Sentry, they provided us with transportation of their own, from their own inventory, and it's something that looks and fits in with the culture there because they've got worldwide connections, and it's armored and all that stuff, and it's very secure, but not important. Thank you, Silver Sentry. We appreciate you, but we're gonna go to the boat. Okay, so now we get to the harbor, and I can't remember what the name of the harbor is, but it's over there by Phuket, right before you get to the island, and we actually take the ship from south of that, right across from the airport, and then we take the ship up there to Phuket. Okay, got it. Making this stuff up is not easy. It's not easy. Anyway, so now we're on a cruise ship. Everybody's in a cruise ship. So they came off the plane. We were already at the cruise ship. Me and, a couple of other stackers and stuff waiting for them. They got in on the plane. Okay, and so now we meet with them, and 4 Nines says to me, "Okay, I'm here, but you never said anything about being judges. I thought we were just tasting chili." "Yeah, I know, but we can't leave a serious matter like this to just anybody. These are Creo's coaches we're talking about." "Well, if it's so important, why isn't he here himself?" "Well, he's busy, giving a keynote speech at one of the new Silver Life Children's Hospitals in the southeastern region. He's like their biggest donor, He has to be there." "Good point," says 4 Nines. "Well, how hard could it be?" So now we're aboard the ship. And everyone's mingling and laughing and eating, bacon butter bread and tiger prawns cooked with coconut and slamming drinks. "How long to the island?" Baby Duck asked. Baby Duck was on there too. "How long to the island?" "I heard 3 hours," Brodor replies. Brodor's there. "And how many bars in the ship?" she asks again. And I'm like, I think 11. And she's all, "Well, come on. We got to try to hit them all." And I'm like, whoa, 4 Nines. Where are you going? I asked her. He's like, "I'm just going where the party is." I'm like, "But what about resting and those famous taste buds of yours?" "I'll be fine." Now, a quick aside about 4 Nines. In the future, 4 Nines, it turns out, was a champion home chef many times over. Like, beat people on TV, beat people at competitions and all this stuff. And was famous for being able to create, flawless dishes out of nothing ingredients. And being able to pick them out of a bunch of other dishes. Just had that talent, had the taste buds, had everything. So very famous for taste buds, very famous for cooking and stuff. And so that turned out to be quite the gig that she could have done it. And even though Creo and Brodor tried to recruit her for their 2 enterprises, she flatly declined. And she wanted to live a life of quiet philanthropy, an early retirement, and just travel around and do whatever she wants. That's what she wanted to do, and so that's what she started doing. So, but every once in a while, she'd do a favor, okay? All right, so from there on, the party started. Wait a minute. We forgot our ship. Oh, there's the ship. Ooh. You guys, you got to realize by now I'm a complete nut, but thanks for putting up with it. Okay, so we're on the ship now, all right? And Baby Duck's got everybody running around to the different bars. We're going to the Lido deck, and we got bars on the Lido deck, and we've got bars on the Promenade deck, and Promenade deck's got bars. We hit those bars, and then we hit the spa decks, and there's a couple of bars on there and stuff, and we're just hitting these bars and hitting these bars, hopping around in these bars and stuff. And these bars, by the way, are Pamp Swiss 1 grammers. And it's funny, if you get close enough, you can't really tell. It's, you can definitely tell they're 1 grammers. So these are the bars for the bar hopping and stuff. All right. And so let's back up a little bit. So on the there's all the different decks that we went to and stuff. That's what it was. And so Baby Duck had got a little too tipsy there and turned everything over to the Silver Slayer husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Silver Slayer. They took off to lead us around to the bars and stuff. They left their kids, by the way, with Silver Century nanny services in the family-friendly places, right? Even though there was only ship security on board. Yeah, right. Not when Silver Century's around, right? So anyway, we get to the panorama deck, and there is all kinds of Mai Tais available. Let me get that fat finger out of the way. So now we're at the panorama deck. We're going to go ahead and move down here. Okay. The panorama deck and the Mai Tais are there. Margaritas on the Riviera deck. Okay. All right. And then finally, we had Irish coffees on the Sky deck where the kids were playing pool. Okay, we're just going to put the Irish coffee here because everybody's going to settle out in this area right here. All right, so the ship's got all kinds of bars, and we've hit them all and stuff, and we're feeling pretty good. All right, one of the kids comes out of the pool and looks over the rail and says, "I think I see the island." And then Baby Duck leans over to me with these drunken eyes and just kind of laughs and goes, "Well, thank God, because I am toasty. I am lit. All right, and I'm hungry for chili now. All right." So I nudge Brodor, who's there sitting with me, and we're just knocking back the snacks and stuff, but he's just taking them down fast, faster than I can. And I ask him, I says, "Hey man, how is it that you can eat more than me and never become food wasted?" I eat too much, and I get like food wasted. I just kind of sit there and go, "Duh." Okay? And so he just looks at me and he goes, "Man, I'm telling you, you have yourself a few shots of Macallan 75-year-old scotch, and your appetite never leaves you." It's like, "And are you drooling right now? You thinking about chili?" And I'm like, "Yep." And then out of nowhere, somebody shouts, "Me too!" And you look up, and up there on the upper deck is 4 Nines holding up what looks like a small coconut that has a straw and an umbrella sticking out of it. "Let's go tasting!" All right, so we get to the dock, we disembark, and we notice actually now at the chili cook-off, everything seems to be winding down. Everything looks like it's winding down, and Tower Power, they're like preparing to pack up. So we're getting off the ship, we're looking around, and the older Thai man runs up to us like, "What took you guys so long? The contest is nearly over. Thank God that Maltby, Sal, International, and Maloney were here. We got the entries narrowed down, but we need to determine the top 3. Talking about the chilies. Now, this guy was the local mayor who was proud of this event, all right, and he took the matter very seriously. And then all of a sudden, Baby Stacks is pointing, and he's, "What is that?" And he's talking about a judge being carried out on a stretcher. And so the mayor's like, "Oh, that's one of the Crypto Society members. He ate a whole bowl of sudden death Tri-Thai sun chili in one sitting. Poor bastard be in the hospital for a week." "A week, huh?" asked 4 Nines. "Come on, everybody. We are headed for the bar," she shouted. And I'm like, "Now?" She's like, "Yeah, the competition's over. But we haven't tasted anything yet," says Brodor. And Baby Duck's all, "Well, thank God, because I just want a Mexican anyway." And everybody's like, "What?" Never mind." So 4 Nines says, "Look, we can taste all the chili we want. It'll even be available at the party tonight. But if we don't have summer ale first, we're all going to be dead meat." And I'm like, "Summer ale? That stuff's like 17% alcohol and it's thick as a brick." And then Mrs. Slayer says, "Yeah, it's like drinking bread." And 4 Nines is like, "Exactamundo. It'll protect your insides and enhance your taste buds. All right? So you'll be better at tasting the chili." So come on, people, you got to learn these things, she says. "It's obvious the Tri-Thai chili is the best. Can't you smell it above the others, over the other ones in the air? But it's missing something, and I need a summer ale to clear my head," she says. So then everyone shuffles to the beach bar, and they have a summer ale. All right? They have a summer ale, and it was really heavy and hard to drink, but strangely enough, it wasn't too filling. And I'm looking over at Brodor, and I'm whispering, I'm like, "Dude, she said she could smell it. I mean, I can smell chili in the air, but I can't smell a winner from out of all of them." And he's all like, "Well, that's why she's a chef, and you are a wanderer." Fine. So after 10 minutes, 4 Nines was like, "Okay, everybody, finish your beers. Let's go." So now we went over, we ate and compared, and all in the end agreed that the Sudden Death Tri-Thai Sun chili was far and away the best chili out of all of the different chilies that were there at the competition. All right? But even though nobody could understand what the other was saying because our tongues were swollen, 4 Nines was like, "Tiger prawns." We're like, "What?" "Tiger prawns. Those black tiger prawns we had on the ship. My tongue is so swollen." Me and Brodor looked at each other. We're like, "Yeah, those Tiger prawns, they were really good. Anyway, the tiger prawns, that's what this fried Thai sun chili needs. They're sweet and they refined the heat. So dice those up in there the last 10 minutes of cooking and it'll be perfectly balanced. And you're welcome. And I'm like, holy cats, you're good. She's all, yeah, I know. So I'm like, hey, mission accomplished, man. That's okay, fine. So I call Creo immediately. Creo! Yo, 5150, tell me something good. We got your chili, man. I'm going to have them tighten up the recipe and get it sent right to you. Good work, my brother, good work. We've been looking for a killer chili to serve up in the North like forever now. All right? Excellent. By the way, I told the kids here at the hospital that you were giving out coins to all of them later. What? Relax, relax. I told them copper coins. Oh, thank God. Aztec dragons. What? Just kidding, brother. Later. Click. The end. That's all I got. That's all I got. A little short misadventure. Nothing to it, man. Just, this is the kind of life I imagine would be possible, if all of us were to stack hard enough and all of us were to get enough metal together. Did we miss a bar? I think we did. We missed the bar where we had the beer, so we'll go ahead and put that there. Okay. And then there's going to be a bar, of course, when people go home, so we'll go ahead and put that there. All right, guys, but seriously, we need to stack every bit we can, because even shenanigans like today that we saw where you had, the metals going down when all these jobs were lost, and that's normally, what would happen. That's bad economic news. It causes metals to fire alarms. Remember I told you about the fire alarms? They are supposed to have batteries in them telling us when things are going bad with the economy. Not only are these guys taking the batteries out of the fire alarms, but they're covering up the smoke detection part too with like duct tape. So even if it had power, it couldn't tell you that there was a fire. Talking about gold and silver. They're just cutting it off at the knees, but they can't win. If they keep cutting it down like this, we're just going to stack it all. But if they go ahead and let it head to fair value, then we, the stackers, the people that hold the sound money, can actually start turning the economy around. I'm not joking. All that garbage I told you about yesterday, the derivatives and everything that has to come down to its final resting place in precious metals, is going to give us the ability to create the new jobs, to fund the new research, to support charities and all this stuff. I mean, and we don't even have to do it directly. We can have like personal assistants do it. You ain't got to be involved in all this stuff. Or if you want to be involved in something, you can create your own enterprise. You'll have that kind of wealth to do it, but you have to stack as much as you can now. I know I say that all the time. Hey, guys, look, I walk the walk. Okay, I walk the talk. I'm in it. I've got skin in the game, and I'm not trying to, compare myself. I'm just saying, when I get preachy like this, I preach from a position of personal risk. I am at great personal risk for a number of reasons. But I refuse to give up on the fact that we can have this new society, this new prosperity, where we can be good to people, we can have a full, fun, enjoyable life, and knowing that every ounce we stack traps potentially thousands of dollars of today's equivalent of economic energy and wealth. And so that's why I do it. Dude, I got 2/3 of a ton of bullion grade silver. I don't need any more. But when I look across the landscape and I see where they're trying to take us and I see where we need to go, I'm like, I'm going to get some more. I'm going to get some more because I'm going to try to use all of it I can to turn things around when we are called to do that. And you guys are welcome to join me out there. And I know a lot of you will. Start with your families, start with your friends, and just work your way out. That's the way we're going to do it. But anyway, as you can see, I am completely burnt out from the week, and I'm sure you are too. Tired of hearing me talk and telling my corny stories, but I appreciate you guys tuning in. I really, really dig having you, my little Silver 5150 family, pay attention to me for 40 minutes a day. Or 20 minutes a day if you don't want to hear a song. So anyway, guys, thank you again for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. And if you subscribe, please click the notification bell that says all, because YouTube, when you talk about the Fed and the Treasury and the coronavirus, oops, I'm going to lose some subscribers. They cut you off at the knees as well, just like precious metal. Okay? So we'll talk to you later. Have a good weekend, and I will see you Monday morning for the morning update. Ciao.